Hi, I'm here today with a client of mine, Paige Welburn. Paige came to me probably 2 months ago for a few reasons, right, Paige?
Yeah.
So let's address them all one at a time. The first one was you described to me that you had this issue that you referred to as jump scares. And jump scares, why don't you describe to people what that was like? What was it? What do you mean when you say that you would get jump scares?
Like I would jump at loud noises and be scared of them.
And how many times a day would that happen?
Probably all day.
Yeah, so it could happen a dozen or more times a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And you would also have real feelings of anger after it would happen because you didn't know why it was happening, you didn't like it. All right. And I just asked you before we started recording as we prepped for this, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, unmanageable and really negatively affecting your life, and 1 being not that big of a deal. Before you started working with me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe was this problem?
10.
And now what is it?
Like a 3 or a 2.
Okay, which means you still get jump scares.
Yeah.
Okay. How often?
Not all the time.
The severity of the negative emotion you would feel after you had a jump scare. Once again, on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe was it before you started working with me?
10.
A 10 and a 10. So you would get really angry. And angry at yourself.
Yeah.
And then how long would that last?
For probably the rest of the day.
So you were living your life as a pretty angry person.
Yeah.
All right. And so now when you do get those jump scares, they're less frequent. That's true. They're less frequent.
Yeah.
And they're not as severe.
No.
So you don't jump out of your skin anymore.
No.
All right. And then emotionally, what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. So meaning that you don't get angry anymore.
Yeah.
So you just get past it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. So that's one thing that we've managed to address. I mean, I would love it if your jump scares had gone away completely. But I told you at the very beginning that there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. But I would say this is a success.
Yeah.
Right? All right. The second thing is you're going away to college. Now you got another week leaving the nest.
Yeah.
And you were very apprehensive about that, and you were very nervous.
Yeah.
Right? To the point where you didn't know if you'd be able to do it.
No.
Tell everybody how you feel now.
Much better.
Yeah.
And excited to go when I wasn't before.
Yeah, you weren't excited before because of your nerves.
Yeah.
And now you're excited to go. And it's only a week away.
Yeah.
Good, good. And so then the final thing, you have cerebral palsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned the word disability to me probably 3 times in the very first session.
Yeah.
And we took care of that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you don't use that word, at least not with me.
No.
Do you use it with other people anymore, or have you eliminated it from your vocabulary?
Eliminated it.
Okay. Technically, you know that that's your diagnosis.
Yes.
So if you're speaking with your doctors, then you wouldn't get offended if somebody referred to you as having a disability.
No.
But you don't refer to yourself anymore as having a disability.
No.
No, because you're going off to college.
Yeah.
And you're going to be living on your own. And you're looking forward to it, and you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that you're going to meet new people, and you're happy about that. And you know that some of those people are going to look at you because you walk with a walker and you walk differently than a lot of the other people. Does that affect you now like it used to?
No.
No. And when you look at it in that way, and you don't look at cerebral palsy as a disability, and you just acknowledge that, hey, I've got some limitations and things I can't do. That's just a fact of life. But the limitation that you had placed on yourself psychologically with what you can and can't do, that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And so are you making that connection between why you feel so confident in going to college?
Yeah.
The real issue here was not that you have cerebral palsy, it's that you use the word disability so much that you related it to lots of things.
Yeah.
Not only going away to college, but also this idea that, well, I'm just a person that gets scared at loud noises, and I have a disability. And therefore, I just go into these negative emotional states that last all day. And how am I ever going to make it through college? And that was your thinking at the time. And doesn't it even sound odd to you now that when I talk like that was you?
Yeah.
Good. What would you say to some people out there that, going away to college, and there's lots of them out there, or university, and they're full of anxiety and they're full of fear about what the future brings? Is there some piece of advice that you can give people?
just enjoy every moment and don't be scared.
Yeah, enjoy every moment, right?
Yeah.
So you're present.
Yeah.
That's another way of saying be present,
Yeah.
right? Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
I watched a little video the other day from a man named Jim Rohn, and he was talking about how when he described people going to the beach and then thinking about their job, or they're being at the job and all they're thinking about is going to the beach. And what he said was, here's an idea. When you're at the beach, be at the beach. And when you're at your job, be at your job. That's another way, as far as I'm concerned, of saying, be present, right? Enjoy the moment. And you're enjoying the moment now because you're no longer living in your head with fear of the future. What if this happens? What if that happens? Well, you know what? If it happens, we'll deal with it when it happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Thanks very much for the video. I know that there's going to be somebody out there that's going to see this and is going to be inspired.
Yeah.
And is going to feel like they can do it. Why? Because they see what you've done.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much, Paige.
Yeah.